It's good now. Okay, I want to say this. I want to be able to share what I want to share without, it's okay. For anybody who it may make uncomfortable, I might get emotional while sharing this, and that's okay. I'm okay with it, okay? But I want to share it, though, to encourage somebody, especially parents who have been incarcerated, been away from your children, whether it was once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, however many times, but there was a disruption in you being able to care for your children because you were incarcerated. I want to share something to encourage y'all, and I also want to share why was this birthday the best birthday ever? Why? Hold on, let me find a rubber band real quick. Okay, so most of y'all know that I'm waiting for my divorce to be finalized. Most of y'all know through the channel that I started called Expose and Empower that I'm waiting on the divorce to be finalized now. Jeff has vowed, he's told me before, to make it difficult for the divorce to go through, and that he wasn't going to sign and all of that, which is fine. He doesn't have to sign the papers, but they do have to serve him. The attorney's paid for now, and it's just a matter of time. They'll serve him. But this birthday was the best birthday I've ever had in my life. It really was. For those who have children and y'all were ever incarcerated, you left your children, you couldn't care for them because you went to jail or prison. I went twice. I left my daughter twice, abandoning her, and went to prison. I did 2 years the first time and 4 years the second time. This birthday, before I get to that, this birthday was special because if you could imagine, for those of you who have been to jail or been to prison, that first birthday after you get out that you're really looking forward to because it's your first birthday in the free world again, in freedom and physical freedom, that's how this birthday felt. This birthday felt like, since it's been 8 months since we've been separated, and like I said, I'm just waiting on the divorce to be finalized, I have never felt more free in my life. Seriously, never felt more free in my life from a demonic oppression almost, from being with someone that was oppressing me and holding me down, preventing me from being able to go forward in life with the things that God, with my purpose. Ain't nothing like being free from that type of oppression. What I just endured over a year of constant turmoil and trauma, and many don't know this. Last summer of 2023 is when I got on antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication. I've now been off of all meds for a little over a month. I don't need them anymore. They serve the purpose. What caused me to have to get on the medication last summer was because a lot of very thoughts that a lot of people have, I had them, and I just wanted to end my life. I wanted to end my life because the pain was so unbearable to me at the time. The pain was so unbearable, I wanted an escape. And nothing in me, and I say oppression because I'm a child of God, so I cannot be possessed by a demonic spirit. But oppression, I had a suicidal oppression because of all of the constant turmoil that I was going through in the marriage. Constant, if you can imagine, constantly arguing and bad blow-ups over the time your spouse is spending literally under a tree in Third Ward, not working, not looking for a job, not contributing to bills. To be able to be free from all of that, for anybody that think I need to fake anything, or I know you sad. No, sad for what? I've never felt more free in my entire life. And I know that on that day last summer, July, it was in July, I was feeling so distraught. He had left his gun at home. And that morning, as I was getting ready for work, all I wanted to do was escape all the pain that I was going through, and I just wanted to end my life. I thank God I did not have the courage to put it on my temple, because I know that the devil was trying to keep me from so much of what I'm experiencing today, the peace, the happiness, the joy, the freedom that I have today. I wouldn't have seen none of it. I didn't have the courage to put the gun on my temple, but I laid in bed that morning and I put it next to my head, aimed down in the mattress with the barrel at the mattress. But I pulled the trigger. I still have ringing in my ears from pulling the trigger. It made the smoke alarm in the house go off that morning. I was hysterical, and I just wanted an end to it all. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I started praying that God release me from the marriage because I couldn't do it anymore. I knew clearly, and it makes it very difficult because I knew clearly what my assignment was, how God was using me as a vessel to try to give Jeff an opportunity to taste and get to know him for himself for real. I was simply a vessel. I was simply a vessel. But when I was at my breaking point, I thank God that he sent angels literally to minister to me right at that moment at 5-something in the morning when I'm still to this day, I'm in shock that I pulled the trigger. Wanted to end it all, but God. So when I say the devil didn't even want me to see 45, that was summer of 23. That birthday was horrible. He quit his job the day before my birthday. That birthday was horrible. He had only worked for 6 months and quit his job a day before my birthday last year. So this is my first birthday. We've been separated 8 months. Finally finna be divorced. This is my first birthday of real freedom, of real at peace, not having the heaviness, the depression, all of that, from being free from it. I know that the devil didn't want me to see none of this. And if I had listened to those demonic thoughts that said, put it on your temple, put it on your temple, put it on your temple, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be able to experience none of this. None of it. The outpouring of love, I wouldn't be here for none of it. I thank God that I have a real relationship with him. I thank God that I can see clearly my purpose. My last incarceration, I did 4 years. I was on the hobby unit. I met God for real at the hobby unit and got to start a real relationship with him at that unit. Although the circumstances of my incarceration and how I got incarcerated, I know that it was so much good that came out of it. I got free. And I'm free for real. And I'm grateful to be free from all of that. So that's why I say, this birthday was special because I know that the devil didn't want me to see it. I almost didn't see it. To think, I almost didn't even see my 45th birthday. I almost didn't see it. And I thank God. I thank God for saving me, for the people that I consider friends, that surrounded me with love and the support that I needed. I thank God for my therapist. I thank God for my relationship with him that's not bound by any type of religious rules. I get to be free for real. This was the best gift that I've ever had in my entire life. It was. I want to share this with y'all. I want to share this with y'all because it means so much to me. This is the best gift I've ever had in my life. 45. This birthday, I'm telling you, if y'all ever been married to somebody that's a real narcissist, too many people throw that word around so loosely lately. But if you ever encounter a real narcissist, a real one, and you survive that shit, man, look. Unfortunately, people like Jeff will go on from bad to worse because their heart is not good. He's a bad person, literally. I don't care if you call it judgment or what. There are bad people in the world. There are good people in the world. He's a bad person. He's an imposter. He doesn't have good in his heart. But I survived. All the times this nigga done pulled his gun out on me, I survived it all. I thank God he never pulled the trigger. I thank God when the enemy tried to send a spirit of suicide to take my life that summer, I thank God that I didn't have the courage. But this gift right here makes it all worthwhile. I left my daughter twice for 2 incarcerations in prison, abandoning her. Yeah, if you have children and you went to prison, trust me, they have some kind of sense of abandonment because you left them. You're no longer able to care for them because you're gone, your absence. But many of y'all, you get out and you want to try to rush things, or you get out and you start doing right and you feel like, okay, now I want my relationship right with this person and that person, right? Like that. It don't work like that. You got to give people time and space to heal. I thank God that I was able and still able to give my daughter the space that she needed and to not try to force or rush our relationship. I thank God for the friendship we have right now. The friendship we have right now. A lot of people that end up going to prison, leaving their children, they get out, and that opportunity to be in their children's lives, or even a friend, has been so disrupted, it never happens. And then death comes and somebody dies, and it just never happens. God gave me the opportunity to rebuild the relationship with my daughter. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. This is the best gift I have ever gotten in my entire life. My daughter gave it to me. And I'm not going to share them all. But in this box is something I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. It's a lot of little pieces of paper that she took the time out to handwrite. So many of them. I turned 45, and all of these little papers that my daughter wrote are 45 reasons. 45 reasons why she loves me, and why she's happy that I'm her mother. I couldn't ask for a better birthday gift. I'm going to share a couple of them with y'all. I don't even remember this happening. But she said that she loved me because she said the whipping after she didn't tell Grandma thank you in Kroger made me remember to say it for life. She said, you've traveled great distance to where you are today. All the gifts from my first apartment. You're non-judgmental. She said, you stay with baby wipes. She said, you help people as you go along your journey. You make tough decisions. I'm just sharing some of them. She said, I taught her to be independent. I'm very proud of who you are today. Proud that God gave me to you. My daughter wrote out on all these papers 45 reasons of why she loves me. After I have abandoned her by going to prison twice, to be able to know that she feel like this about me, that she still She said, the willingness to repair our relationship. The gym time we had together. You're a business owner. She said, you speak boldly for yourself and others. This is one, returning to God. That's just some of them. My daughter gave me this box, y'all, of 45 reasons for my 45th birthday as to why she loves me. And after leaving her twice, not once, but twice, and going to prison, the stuff that she had to, like, her mom wasn't there no more. To know that where God has brought our relationship, this is the best gift I've ever had in my life. And to think, I almost didn't see 45. The devil didn't want me to see 45. The devil wanted depression to win. The devil wanted anxiety to win. Y'all don't understand. Take care of your children. Love on your children while you got them. You got people getting out of prison, neglecting their children still, never ending the pain. If your children forgive you, don't re-traumatize them. End it. Show your children that you really care. This time is different. Show your children that they really matter to you. So many times before I went to prison, I would put a man, money, and so many things before my daughter. It hurt to say it, but it was the truth. It was the truth. I had to look at her when I got home and tell her, I'm sorry. I put a man before you. I'm sorry I put money before you, because money was my God at the time. All I cared about was material possessions and living above my means. Hey, life is so short. Life is so short. I value mine. I cherish mine. I get to wake up happy with a heart full of joy and gratefulness for what God has done for me. Gratefulness that God rescued me from the marriage that was tearing me down. I'm so grateful for all of it. Grateful for the person who will be my husband. I'm grateful for new life, new love. I'm so grateful that my heart is not bitter towards men. I'm so grateful that I still believe in love after all that I went through. So many women give up on love and say, I don't never want it again. No, God has allowed me to walk in healing so gracefully. So gracefully. These ain't no sad tears or depression tears. These are happy tears of joy. Happy tears of joy because of the peace that I have, that I know that the devil tried to steal from me. The devil wanted to steal this peace from me. He didn't want me to taste it. He didn't want me to taste this. I'm so glad that I'm free. Hey, to the friends and family that I have offended by going live with Expose and Empower, guess what? I apologize for the offense, but it wasn't about you. It will continue. And it's not, that's my intent is not to offend. My intent is to expose the person I was married with for who they are. Why? Because the next person that meets them, hey, they may come across my video and they may say, you know what? What's your name again? Oh, I saw a video of your ex-wife talking about you and the type of person she described you as being. Hey, somebody that can see in the spirit might watch my video and he might meet them. And they will be able to tell him, hey, I don't know this woman, but I came across her video and I saw in the spirit that she wasn't lying about nothing. So no thank you, Jeff, I pass. I'm going to help somebody. Just last week, somebody I don't even know text me, came across my video, and she shared to me how she just left from being in a very similar situation in marriage. She left with 2 bags to her name and had peace with doing it. People don't understand. Some people don't. So when I say this birthday was very special, because I know what the devil was trying to keep me from, it is. I have to continue to do. Let me tell you one last thing. When you know for sure what your purpose is, when you are clear as to what your purpose is, your spiritual purpose on this earth is, your reason why you're on this earth, what God wants you to do, part of it for me is to evangelize. I cannot evangelize and reach people by not sharing what God is pulling me through. My videos have offended some people. Some people have unfriended me and I'm okay with it. Some people have called me and shared that they don't think I should talk about this stuff out publicly and in the open. I know different. I know that no matter how uncomfortable it makes people, I know what God has me doing in this season. And I know that there was a purpose for me in the marriage and there's still a purpose for me outside of it. How do I know that? Because of all the dozens of people that have messaged me and continue to message me to say, hey, I came across your video and you really helped me make sense of stuff. You really, thank you for bringing awareness to this. Thank you for speaking on this. I needed to hear this. Somebody has to hear it, hear me say it, to know that God can bring them through. If you're really in a relationship with a narcissist, somebody may need to hear me saying what I'm saying to know that God will bring them through it. It's a bigger purpose. I can see God's purpose in all of it. Even when it didn't feel good, even when I was suffering, and hurting, there was a purpose in it. And now I'm free from all of it. I don't have to fake shit. And guess what? Now I see it, God. And guess what? Because of my faithfulness throughout the whole ordeal, because of my faithfulness and letting God use me, now God allows me to genuinely walk in peace and purpose and prosperity and joy and lightheartedness. I have a lighthearted. One of the things she wrote on one of these things was she said, you have a free spirit. That's who I am. So that's why this birthday was special. Very special. I'm free from real. I'm free for real, and I thank God for my freedom. I hope you thank him for yours. I knew I was going to get emotional talking about that. I love my daughter so much. Like, I'm so grateful. I know I don't take it lightly. I know that what I'm experiencing, a lot of people don't get to experience it. And I can only thank God for it all. Thank God. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all. Why this birthday was so special and what the best gift was. I got so many gifts. My father-in-law, bless his heart. Him, the connection with the children, granddaughter, that was the best thing out of the marriage. Nothing else was good. I take that back. There were some good moments. I would have married him. I take that back. Actually, I know that the person that I married while he was in prison, he had every intent on being that person. Maybe this will encourage somebody. He had every intent on being that person that he promised me he would be when he came home. To think that you're a superhuman and that you can surround yourself with demonic spirits all day long in the streets of 3rd Ward and 5th Ward, and that you can sit up under a tree all day long and you're not gonna succumb to that. No, and that's what happened, and it cost him his marriage. That's all that happened. It's not that God didn't want the marriage. No, the marriage was God's will. Us humans, we step outside of God's will all day long, every day, and throw away blessings from God, including the blessing of marriage. That's no different. People do it all day long. Yeah, so that's all. But like I said, because of my faithfulness through it all, I believe that is why God, some people were calling me for a while back thinking that I'm still sad or bitter or no, not at all. No, I'm free for real, and I'm here to talk about it. Just because I'm free don't mean I'm going to be quiet and not talk about it. I'm free because I have to use it to encourage others. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Cherish the moments that you got with your children. If you've been incarcerated before, don't rush it. That's the best thing I can tell you. It may take years. Don't rush it. Don't rush the repairing of the relationship with your children. You left them. They didn't leave you. You left them. Don't rush it. In due time, the best thing you can do is let your life speak for itself and live a life of forgiveness. Live it. Because when you live it, when you hurt someone and when you're really sorry for it and you're apologetic for it, you're going to live in a way that resembles that. People like the one I married, this is 4th time in, will continue to live in a way that does not show their family and loved ones that they are sorry for their abandonment. And that's just what it is. But I'm grateful, y'all. I'm so happy. I'm about to go to the park and watch a kickball game between Trinity Garden and 5th Ward, if they have it. So I'm about to get ready to go to that. And I just wanted to get on here and share that and encourage somebody that, this was the best gift I've ever received in my entire life. Literally, in my entire life. Of all of my birthdays, this was the best gift that I've ever received in my life. It was push yourself to do and have better. The trip to San Antonio with Rosalind and Courtney. I remember that. Yeah, telling me I'll get luxury out of life now. I strive for it. Yes, baby girl. My daughter gonna be so successful. Watch, she's on her way. You are strong-willed. God's glory shows through you. Hey, this is not nothing of my works. This is God. He can repair your relationship too. You got to put in the work though. Give people time. The worst thing we can do, I used to tell former clients is, They get sober and immediately they want their family to just be good with them now because they sober. Hey, give them time. Whatever you've done, it caused them a lot of pain. You got to give people time to process and to heal in their own time. You can't force it. You can't rush it. Give people time. It'll happen. But I'm so happy, y'all. I'm so grateful and happy. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that, like I said, to encourage others, break the cycle of, all of the foolishness, and watch how God's favor starts to just continue to rain down in your life. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all. I'm about to end this. Y'all can go back and rewatch that. Yeah, I'm really happy.